All right, guys, here's a quick walk around video of the 2024 Ram 2500 four-wheel drive, 6-speed automatic night edition with the Cummins turbo diesel overland truck. They'll be for sale soon. Has 29,700 miles. Does have a Bowen Customs aluminum powder coated overland camper bed, which does have storage in all these compartments here. Top storage goes all the way through. You'll see it's got compartments here for pass through all the way through. The top compartments are lined with EVA foam, which is that like bass boat type foam, real thin but real tough type foam. Does have doors, 4 doors here. So if you have like a 4-wheel camper, scout camper, something that requires you to get into the tie-down system, you can pop these doors open and get into those tie-down systems. Bowen Customs is known for how well their beds seal. They are extremely watertight, extremely dust-proof. Probably the best one on the market at this point in time. Does have on the bed itself vinyl stick-on rock guard on top, as well as on the front here for some protection. You'll see that it does have 5, including the spare, obviously, method race wheels. It does have 5 new last year with about 15,000 miles on them, Toyo AT3 that are F rated, 35 12.5 by 20 tire. This truck does have a Kelderman 3-inch lift kit, which is an air lift kit, so it's fully air ride, controlled either by an app on your phone or the digital controller up on the overhead console in the truck. Pretty handy, so when you pull into a campsite, if you just flip over on the truck to the pitch and roll gauge, which shows you front and rear, tilt side to side, you can then level out the camper digitally on the inside. Just hit a couple buttons, level out your camper. No more stacking blocks or anything like that when you get your campsite. Pretty cool system. You can hit one button, it will air down to 1 inch below stock ride height, which is pretty handy. Then you pull, like, so if you have a low garage, you can do that, get in and out with no problem, and then pull out, hit one button, it airs right back up to the 3-inch lift kit. Super handy on that. Does have new, in February of this year, Fox Elite 2.5 remote reservoir shocks that are adjustable for high and low speed rebound there, as you can see. Again, those are new front and rear. And there you can see the Firestone airbags that come with the Kelderman lift kit. Now those airbags are the same style airbags they use on semis, so they're super tough. As well on the truck, you'll see truck does have the original Kelderman dual steering stabilizer setup, which is right there. It does have a Thurin adjustable front track bar, you can see there, and Thurin mount. It does have a CJC intercooler guard right here, as well as the factory block heater plug-in is still there. Has a CJC off-road light bar, as well as 5 Baja Design LP6 lights. And they're wired to the upfitter switches in the cab. The out 2 clear ones here on the outside, or your ditch lights, are to one switch, and the 3 amber looking ones here are to another switch inside. Now these are just protective covers that you can pop off, switch them around, replace the covers if you'd like. We do have a upgraded Titan 52-gallon fuel tank. The original fuel tank was a 31-gallon, so Titan makes replacement tanks direct fit. So you do have 52 gallons of fuel capacity at this point. On the hood, there's a Lenson Solar 75-watt solar panel, as you can see there, which that feeds the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max battery bank that is in the back seat here. That feeds the 73-quart ARB Zero fridge freezer combination. Now that's a dual zone, so you can have fridge, freezer, freezer, fridge, all freezer. It is app controlled, works super great. Now that is removable. You can pop these out in a matter of minutes. The factory seat, which is brand new that I have, can pop right back in and bolt right back in. And you can see the original seat is still over there for the 2/3 seat, if you will. That is also charged, I should also mention, this is also charged by the EcoFlow 800-watt alternator charger that charges off your truck while it's running. You can take this battery bank from dead to fully charged about an hour and 20 minutes, as long as the truck's just sitting there idling. So, truck itself does have Ram rubber front and rear mudguards, as well as Ram aluminum powder coated aluminum side steps there. We'll walk you around here. You can see the rear Fox shocks there. I did put covers over the reservoirs there just so to keep them from getting nicked up. Obviously rear mud guards there. On the back of the truck you'll see one air tank there and one air tank there. That is for the air system. Now there is an air chuck right here that you can plug in an air hose and air up a low tire if you need to, or anything you want to do there. Does still have the rear camera. Does have your trailer plug in there, as well as the flat 4 plug in there. Yes, you can plug in a trailer there. Has a professionally welded on second receiver. We pulled a very small single place ATV trailer with that little 4x8 trailer. And then we put our step in here that we used to get into the back of the truck. Underneath does have the 35-inch spare. Does that, have 12-volt plug in here. So if you needed power for anything, you can plug in right there. The bed in the truck has a edge protector, real thin bed mat. Has E-track all the way there and then up in front, both sides. The mount you see right there will not come with the truck. That is for my overland rig. There's 4 factory bolt holes there. I'll just take it out and then put bolts back in the factory bolt holes. So you can see there, still retains the backup sensors as well. The tailpipe has been modified. The original stuck way down because of the factory box, so we just pie cut it there. So you can see this side of the truck. Super clean, no dents, no paint work, no accidents. I've owned it since it was new. Does have power heated and folding mirrors on it as well. And as far as maintenance goes, oil change recommended by Ram every 15,000 miles. I changed the oil every 7,500 miles using Rotella T6 full synthetic and Mopar oil filter. The fuel filters were changed every 7,500 miles with Mopar filters as well. Tires were new, 8 of 25 with 15,000 miles on them approximately right now. Shocks were new in February of this year of 26. Reason they were replaced is the shocks that came with the lift kit were not adjustable. So I went ahead and added the adjustable Fox shocks with that. So other than that, great truck. I'm just moving on to something that's got an integrated camper in it. So it'll be a full, integrated camper system, if you will. Be for sale soon. Any questions, let me know. Thanks.